I was sick of them hating me, being pushed around like a demon awakening, how I stood my ground. All it took was me waking up to a sense of self, taking pride in my mental health, love the person that I have found. I don't need to be Hokage or the Pirate King. The fire in my eyes will bring the prize that I'm desiring. I'm leveling up, I'm acquiring my nano, my chakra that lies within. I'm going Super Saiyan, all my cylinders are firing. Feeling tiny like I'm show you, but you better fly. All these trials that I go through, but I made it mine.
Yo, Plague Squad, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to XPKAGE. Back to you guys in this video. This is now a weekly video, but Boruto Set 10 review will be coming out very soon. Just letting you guys know. But off the bat, 218. I swear, people do be sleeping on Boruto so much. This episode had a lot of action and emotional side to it as well. So once again, I am rating Boruto off the bat again a 10 out of 10 for this episode. I'm not even gonna wait till the end of the video. 10 out of 10. You guys gotta go check it out. But overall and all, this was a great episode. The emotional side and the action part wasn't half bad as well. So we start out where we left off last week, where Kawaki was standing on that cliff or hill, so to speak. And yeah, and he tries to shoot a fireball at Ishiki, and Ishiki's like, you can't be a shinobi, you're nothing, basically. And he goes up, chokes Kawaki, and implants a karma on him. He said, you guys were so close, you guys, you know, made me cold-blooded there for a couple of seconds. And but looks like my life came to an end. And then the karma disappears off Kawaki's arm, and he's like, yo, what? And then Kawaki appears, and he says Shadow Clone Jutsu, and the real him appears on the cliff. So Ishiki implanted a karma on a Shadow Clone of Kawaki, which doesn't work because he's a Shadow Clone and not the real Kawaki. And then Kawaki stomped the rest of his fucking face on the ground, and where now Ishiki is now fully extinguished. And yeah, so that battle ended pretty quickly. And so we go to Sasuke and Kawaki. Well, Naruto is like, I'm surprised you were able to use Shadow Clone. He said, I was barely able to make one, but good thing it worked out. And yeah, then Naruto tries to change the conversation between Sasuke, and Sasuke's like, no, bro. He said, I wonder what kind of power that was, because that doesn't seem like a power without sacrifice, so to speak. And yeah, and then he gets stabbed in the eye by the return of Boroshiki, and he gets stabbed in the eye, and then Naruto's like, Boruto. He's like, no, Momoshiki. And it was definitely Momoshiki taking over Boruto's body. Yeah, so he took out Sasuke's transportation jutsu, which was really pesky to him. And Naruto's basically telling him how his plan's over. Ishiki's gone. You can't feed no one to Ten Tails. There's no other Otsutsuki left. And he's like, that's incorrect. He starts attacking Kawaki. He puts Kawaki in a arm lock and tells Kawaki that basically he's 80%, he's mostly Otsutsuki, so he can be fed to the Ten Tails to cultivate the divine tree. So once again, Kawaki being used yet again by another Otsutsuki. This time, he's going to be used by Momoshiki to cultivate the divine tree. Which, as we know, I can't say that because that's the manga. I don't know if you guys watch manga. I'm not trying to spoil anything. I'm still ahead from you sub watchers. But yeah, I watched sub too, but this is a great episode. And so yeah, Sasuke realizes that Boroshiki is not Momoshiki is not absorbing chakra, so he comes to the conclusion that the only reason that Momoshiki was able to awaken again is because Boruto's chakra was depleted, and if he'd absorbed jutsus, he would replenish Boruto's chakra, which would allow Boruto to awaken from his slumber and, cut off Momoshiki's control, so to speak. And yeah, so, Sasuke is like, yeah, I'll, before that, Sasuke was able to get Momoshiki off of Kawaki, and he was like, even without the Rinnegan, Sasuke is still a powerful adversary. So if he went Sasuke head on even without his Rinnegan, Sasuke would still damage him pretty well and pretty severely. and Sasuke had a plan to where he's gonna hit Momoshiki point blank with a fireball, so he won't. He will have no choice but to absorb it. And he's like, a little bit earlier on, I missed this part, a little detail that he told Sasuke, so you're willing to kill your student? He said, that's what I'm prepared to do as his teacher. And I'm surprised Naruto didn't say nothing about this, because I'm pretty sure Naruto heard that. But he definitely said nothing about it. But when Sasuke came up with that plan, though, he was hit with the Vanishing Rasengan. And Momoshiki referring back to the Chunin exams where he was hit by that. And he's like, I remember when I got hit by something similar to that. And he's like, it's really not enough to, well, it's not fatal enough to kill somebody, but it hurts a lot when it hits your vitals or something like that. And yeah, and so as soon as he's about to absorb Kawaki and he's about to take Kawaki to feed him to the Ten Tails, Kawaki sets himself on fire. He's forced to absorb it because he can't let his only last Otsutsuki, because he's 80% Otsutsuki, because they did confirm that since 80% of Otsutsuki was extracted, even though that the karma has disappeared, the Otsutsuki DNA is still within inside Kawaki. And so he set himself on fire. He had to absorb it. Momoshiki was forced to absorb the fire so Kawaki wouldn't die. And yeah, when that happened, Boruto was awakened. He snapped his horn and able to snap out of that Momoshiki transformation, Boroshiki, and he turned back to himself and fell down. And as Naruto seeing that they were able to sort of stop Boroshiki, Naruto collapsed. And then Sasuke is like, Naruto! I'm joking. He goes into this the water space between him and Kurama. Him and Kurama talking, making some jokes. He was telling Kurama how most of his fights he probably wouldn't, has his power, having the power of Kurama. A lot of people hated him because a lot of people hated that he was the Nine Tails, or he had the Nine Tails Jinchuriki in him. Kurama's telling him how they were always referred as tailed beasts, Nine Tails or Eight Tails. No one ever said them by their names, and Naruto was the first one to call them by tailed beast by their names, aka Kurama, Sangoku, or something like that. I forget his name. And they were all getting all sentimental and stuff. They're talking about the past, and Naruto saying many times he would have died without Kurama, as well as the many times he was hated because of Kurama. And Kurama was basically telling how his hatred, he still had a whole bunch of hatred from birth of when he was given to Naruto. And over time, his hatred started to go away because of Naruto and his emotions. But it was very sentimental talks, and Naruto's basically saying he's been with him since birth, so going out together kind of seems fitting, so to speak. And Kuruma's like, I never once said you would die. I didn't lie to you. He said, but if I told you from the start, you probably would have not have even done this because you're annoying that way. And he's basically saying this jutsu, this trick takes my life, not yours. He's saying you don't have no more superhuman strength, so take it easy. And yeah, he's basically saying, yo, take it easy. You don't have any superhuman strength anymore. And or else you'll be joining me, and don't overdo it, or else you'll be joining me very shortly. And Naruto's like, Kurama, please don't go. And you see a whole bunch of flashbacks, which I thought was the credits for a while. But you see all the flashbacks of Kurama and Naruto from Kid Naruto, before actual Part 1 Naruto, then Part 1 Naruto, then Shippuden Naruto, then Last Battle Naruto, Naruto the Last, and then we see Hokage Naruto. So as Kurama is gone. Kurama is gone. And it is unfortunate because Kurama was definitely one of the best characters in the series. And that ended. Naruto woke up and just had there, you scared me like that, all crying, giving his dad a hug, and the show ends. That was Boruto episode 218 review partner, as that was the end of Boruto. Well, 218 and the end of Kurama. So that was very emotional, and dang it is sad that Kurama's gone. He's gone for good. He's not coming back. He's chakra. That mode absorbs chakra. He's beta chakra, and all his chakra was depleted by that mode. Kurama's not coming back, guys. Not unless if Naruto finds some way to separate the 10 tails and make another 9 tails to become the 10 tails Jinchuriki, which is not going to happen because this is Boruto, not Naruto. They're going to keep Naruto the way he is now, and as well as going to keep Sasuke the way he is now. But as I said before, I did rate this this episode, a good 10 out of 10. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. You guys did. Please smash the like button, use the channel, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time on Expert Plague. Peace out, Plague Squad. XPKAGE out.
君の虜になってしまう